This presentation will be going over all the necessary information you will need to understand how to use a breathalyser. The standard unit for measuring blood alcohol content in Australia is a mass in volume measurement, grams of alcohol per 100 millilitres of blood. Alcohol is a depressant drug that slows brain activity and responses. Impairment of mental and motor functions occurs at a blood alcohol level of about 0.03. This is equivalent to the consumption of just 2 standard drinks per hour. This impairment is generally referred to as intoxication. The effects of alcohol on the person vary depending on individual tolerance. In general, women have a lower tolerance than men. The effects of alcohol on performance include initial stimulation or euphoria, loss of inhibition, impairment of coordination and judgment, reduced intellectual capacity, reduced ability to act quickly, blurred vision, slurred speech, hangover or headache, shakiness, nausea and vomiting, and in the longer term, it is toxic to the brain, liver, heart and stomach. The effects of alcohol may vary according to the amount that is consumed, the way it is consumed, fast, slow, shots, etc., your gender, your body size, weight, state of health, your build-up of tolerance and alcoholic dependence, and whether it is consumed in combination with food or other drugs. Remember that every human body is different and there is no exact rule. A blood alcohol concentration of 0.05 can be reached by a 70 kilogram individual by consuming just 3 standard drinks in 1 hour. Your blood alcohol level can rise for up to 2 hours after you last consumed alcohol. Your body may still be trying to metabolize the alcohol that is still in your stomach. Alcohol is metabolized and expelled in the human body, 90% by the liver and 10% by urine, sweat, and exhaled breath. Alcohol is first transferred from the stomach to the blood. Blood travels to the lungs to be oxygenated and where carbon dioxide, CO2, is expelled. The alcohol in the blood is also transferred to the lungs and dispersed with the CO2 as one exhales or breathes out. It is this alcohol in the exhaled breath that a breathalyzer is designed to detect and measure. Alcohol is metabolized by the liver at a rate of approximately 0.01 grams per 100 mils per hour. Nothing can speed up the work of the liver, not black coffee, cold showers, exercise, vomiting, or any other remedy. There are several variables to be cautious of when testing your blood alcohol concentration. Mouth alcohol is very important. It is defined as residual alcohol left in the mouth after consumption. The mouth's natural enzymes in saliva have not yet dispersed the alcohol. Medical science advises it takes a minimum of 10 minutes for this dispersion to occur. Always wait for 10 to 15 minutes before testing after the last drink or if mouth alcohol is suspected. Alcohol residue in the mouth may distort the reading. The breathalyzer is designed to detect and measure alcohol in the deep lung air, not the mouth. Always use a new mouthpiece for each test. This will negate any suspicion that mouth alcohol may have been transferred to the mouthpiece and that this alcohol in the mouthpiece distorted the reading. Breath freshener can affect the readings on breathalyzer devices as it is mouth alcohol. Breath freshener contains alcohol. Wait 10 to 15 minutes and repeat the test. Some foods can affect the readings on breathalyzer devices as it may lead to mouth alcohol. Some examples include liqueur chocolates, cherry ripe, the cherries are fermented, some chewing gums, some breath mints, fruit cakes, old orange juice, etc. Wait 10 to 15 minutes and repeat the test. Petrol and methylated spirits are substances that are heavy hydrocarbons, decomposed fermented plant matter, like alcohol. Breath testing equipment may give a positive result if a person has consumed these substances or may be standing near the substance when tested, for example, petrol bowsers. Most aftershaves and perfumes contain alcohol and may give a false reading if the individual has rubbed it on their lips. Consider this mouth alcohol and test again after waiting 10 to 15 minutes. Do not clean the device with alcohol-based wipes. Alcohol can penetrate the unit and give false high readings. Use a damp cloth to clean if required. Do not reuse or share mouthpieces. Hold the device at arm's length to keep subject's breath away from your face and wash hands after testing or use gloves. Tobacco smoke blown into the breathalyzer can destroy the alcohol sensor, electrochemical fuel cell. Ensure the subject has not been smoking immediately before the test. Wait at least 5 minutes before testing. When using the device, use a new mouthpiece for each test. Use hygienic methods when handling mouthpieces. Only use a damp cloth when cleaning the device. And wait 10 to 15 minutes if mouth alcohol is suspected. Do not take a breath sample for at least 10 to 15 minutes after the last consumption of alcohol or if mouth alcohol is suspected. Do not block breath sample exhaust port with your finger. Do not leave the device in direct sunlight. Never allow anyone to blow liquid through the device mouthpiece. This may permanently damage the unit. Do not immerse the device in water. And do not use any solvents such as methylated spirits to clean the device. Shown here are the displays and functions of the breathalyzers. Take a moment to familiarize yourself. To switch on, hold down the power button for about a second. The device will start flashing a green light after 10 seconds when it is ready to use. To switch off, press the power button for about 3 seconds. If no measurement or key entry is made within the time set in the Auto Off menu item, the breathalyzer will turn itself off automatically. To do a sample test, insert the mouthpiece into the inlet, center top of device. The green LED starts to flash. During the sample collection, the test person must breathe evenly and without interruptions. An air volume of 1.2 litres must be achieved. A proper blow-in procedure is indicated by an audible signal and the flashing yellow LED. The blow-in procedure is finished if no audible signal is present and the yellow LED turns off. The yellow LED will flash during the evaluation of the breath sample. Depending on the alcohol concentration, this can take several seconds. The device will indicate the end of the analysis with a single audible sound. The result is saved automatically into the device memory. Click on the OK button to return to ready mode. Due date for calibration is displayed on the screen. Calibration is due after 6 months and the device will cease operating to ensure readings obtained are as per AS3547 requirements. The screen will display recall. This concludes your training module.